Today on Nias Tips, I'm going to show you how to continue to grow even after the season is over. And we're going to do it with simple things you can have around the house. We're going to start with a Fresh Grocers bag. I am no way endorsing Fresh Grocers. This is just a good bag. I really got to commend them about their bag. Their bag is very good and sturdy. And excellent grow bag. Better than a lot of grow bags on the market. So what you're going to do, essentially, is you're going to get your bag. It can be fresh or it can be one that you've had around. And a dollar store container. You've seen these. This is something that I've had in the yard. It's nothing major. And what you're going to do, essentially, is you're going to fill your container. And this is going to make it a self-watering pot. You're going to fill your container with wood chips. Rocks, wood chips. You're going to fill the bottom with it. And what the wood chips do is that they absorb water. And then they put nutrients in the water. And it takes a long time for them to dry out. So you're going to put your wood chips in. Like so. Line here. You want to keep your water below that. Generally, you can see inside of it. You want to keep your water below that. You want to fill this up with water and keep it below that. Okay, so now you're going to take your Fresh Grocer bag. Let me give you a little more room so you can see. Take this Fresh Grocer bag. And you're going to put it inside your container. This is before you put the water in. You're going to open it up, and then you're going to put your soil in this bag. Now, the soil you put in this bag is rather important. You're going to use compost or regular soil. You can also use Miracle-Gro if you wish. I personally don't like Miracle-Gro, so I use natural compost that I get from my local park, actually. I'm very lucky that way. Thank you. In any case, I'm going to put soil in the bottom. And then I'm going to stop. Because this is going to be in a bag, it's going to need nutrients that it can't get from the ground because it's not in the ground. It's in a container. And then I'm going to put about a handful of crushed powdered eggshells and mix it in. I know a lot of people like to use gloves. I personally do not like to use gloves when I'm working in the soil. And then I'm going to put in some Epsom salt. Now you can get any kind of Epsom salt. I would prefer plain, but if you have to get menthol or something like that, that's perfectly all right, as long as you use the Epsom salt. Actually, I find that the menthol keeps certain insects away. And then we're going to put some, believe it or not, cat litter. Yes. I personally use Dollars Walmart, which I'm no way endorsing, cat litter. No fragrance. Why I'm using cat litter is because it absorbs. It helps to absorb and to make everything go smoother through the bag. So your cat litter can also act as an aid in your growing medium. Okay, now we're going to top the bag off. We'll top the rest of it off with soil. Just top it off until it gets all the way to the top. Mixing it in as we go. watch the soil medium you have. This is a mixture. Okay, once you fill the bag to the top, or then you just take the bag and pull it back over the edges like this. And then you see how you have all the soil up there at the top. Now you're ready to plant. I'm going to plant in here a Paul Robeson tomato. I'm going to overwinter it. I'm going to plant a sweet potato vine and some kale, curly kale, and good afternoon. Just sit it here. And some lettuce. We're going to start with the lettuce. We'll put that right up front here. Always massage them before you put them in. I'm finding whenever you do a forest, the nutrients tend to work with each other and they tend to grow a lot better. And I'm going to put my tomato plant and my sweet potato vine, which is going to need a lot of room actually over there. So it's going to take over all over there. And then my last but not least, my curly kale right in the corner there. And now that I have all that on there, I'm going to give it a little sprinkle of Epsom salt on the top. Just a little. A little more powdered eggshells. Just a little bit. And then I'm going to cover with some hay. A bit of hay. Straw, hay. If you can't find hay, wood chips will work fine because I'm going to use wood chips and hay. This is just protected from the elements, the sun, as well as any cold, because temperatures are changing. In case you don't know, you haven't noticed. In early morning and late evening, the temperature's changing. Then you add your wood chips on top of that. Okay. Now this is extra insulation as well as food. The wood chips act as well as food as well as insulation. And now all's next to do is to water it and put it in a southern or south-facing sun in your house, or in your house, or outside until the weather changes. And when the weather changes, you can bring it inside. Like I said before, when watering it, the last right here is all the water you need to put in it. Okay, so basically, once you put your water in, and it goes to the bottom. If this is a clear container, it's a lot better because then you know where you're at. But if you look close enough, you can see. I would recommend a clear container. I know how much it is in here. With this, you can't overwater. If you really want to not overwater, you can always put, and I would recommend a hole above the third hole, above the third line, and then this way any excess water would come out. There it is. I would check on it once a week, maybe give it some water on the top, and just let it do what it does, and you'll find you'll have some sweet potatoes. You definitely can always pick off the lettuce as well as the curly kale and tomatoes. Well, tomatoes, they'll keep giving as long as the weather is good. They'll keep producing. They will keep producing. So give it a try.